Message today, ancestral secrets reveal why you keep dreaming about that one specific old house, that childhood house, that house that you grew up in, that very bedroom that keeps haunting those dreams. We need to find out why. There's a specific reason that specific blueprint haunts your dreams. And it has everything to do with the foundation of your lineage, your ancestors. Deep within those walls of that dream house lie buried secrets and ignored spiritual debt that your bloodline is desperate for you to settle. You're on a mission here. It is time to uncover what your ancestors are trying to tell you. Okay, so first of all, we know you're on a mission, right? And the mission is for you to uncover things that your ancestors need you to work on, right? I am looking for. Okay. Please like, share, subscribe, share me with your friends, family, co-workers, pass me along to your neighbors. Before you and I get started, let's please say a prayer. Holy Spirit, please protect my light, also the collective that is with me. Any negative energy, please return to sender. Please blind all evil eyes. Help us to see the truth in a sea of lies and also the light in the dark. Thank you, and let's go. All right. Let me also, too, before we get started, this has been something like as soon as I start doing things, I have to really take note of, did I do this? Did I do that? So cleaning my hands, we definitely want to do that. And like I said, because we're dealing with something from the past, we're talking about ancestral lineage, maybe spiritual debt. Let's see what your assignment is, or what your assignment is dealing with. Okay. Authority figure. You've got some wisdom. Okay. Authority figures. I am so sorry. Okay. Farm. So could that old childhood home that we're talking about, could it have been a farm for some of us? These messages are timeless. We're all in different places in our lives. This could affect someone today. It could have hit you tomorrow, or yesterday. It could hit you tomorrow. Take what resonates with you and leave what does not. This does not have to be for everybody. It could be for somebody and it could be for nobody. But let's just see what we can get. Okay. So we got mother. Also baby. All right, let's get one more. Lessons and blessings. So somebody learned a lesson. Somebody's gonna learn. I think someone has learned a lesson within that lineage, okay? And the information that is coming through, I believe, may be dealing with with someone in the collective. It could have something to deal with your mother, and this could have something to do with, we're talking about childhood, so it's lessons that have become blessings that you have learned in childhood, okay? Also, too, what came out was spouse. I'm not quite sure about that, but I think that we need to get to learning. Okay, so why don't we start with some tarot and see where we can take it. Okay. Holy Spirit, more for the collective. Okay. One more. All right. We've got a Four of Pentacles. That Four of Pentacles, that would be Earth, Virgo, Taurus. Hard work, bringing results. You're stable financially, continuous learning. Okay. So that ties into our lessons and blessings. So maybe somebody was a teacher. Oh, hold on a second, you guys. Okay. We also have the Chariot, and that's water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, moving forward, you're going on a journey. Seven of Pentacles, that is Earth, Virgo, Taurus. So what I kind of think is going on with the collective is that in your lineage, with a lot of lineage, you could have been dealing with some not enough, lack of, Five of Pentacles, okay? That Four of Pentacles came right out, and that says something about money. So that Four of Pentacles collective, I believe that this is the ancestors saying that you have started out with making yourself stable financially, okay? And it's you've got a purpose. You're going somewhere. You're going on a journey, and this is something that actually, when I say that you're going on a journey dealing with your lineage, your ancestors. They're sending you somewhere, and we're going to go through this to figure out what it is. But this is, you've been working up to this for a while. They've been trying to get you to see this for a while. Let's see what else we can get. Okay. All right. Something that you have been working on for a while that was going forward is going to cause a Tower moment. Okay. It's going to cause upheaval. Whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is in those floorboards, whatever you find out is going to cause a Tower. Second card was a King of Swords, air, head over heart. We're talking about Libra, Gemini, also Aquarius. So behind money in your lineage, they've been exploited, manipulated. It's been a power. This is about money. Okay. So King of Swords in reverse. Cruelty, dishonest, poor judgment, suspicious. We've got the Fool card in reverse, and that looks like somebody that's in that King of Swords in reverse. Impulsive, risky, negative, irresponsible, reckless, bad decisions. Six of Cups, water, Scorpio, Virgo. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Forgive me, I had a burp that was stuck in my chest. I know you guys don't need to know all that. But Cups. Okay. Six of Cups, and that's dealing with the past, a deep connection. So we are dealing with something from the past, a deep connection, dealing with your ancestors. We know that this more than likely is about money issues. This is a Three of Wands collective, a Three of Wands, foresight, expansion, advancement, true effort and hard work. That's what you're doing for your lineage. That is what you're doing to make sure that you're cleaning some things up. What it is that, like I said, and that's with any lineage, you could have had an issue, your family could have had an issue with money. Mother came out in one of those, in those cards, right? So we have a Six of Cups. That's for your mother. And look, I always say this, you guys that are with me in my readings, when I see that Six of Cups, it always reminds me of mother and daughter, but that's mother and child. And look what we had at the top. So we've got mother and baby. So this is dealing, collective, something, we're dealing with money. Okay, we know that. But it's also saying that you're a hard worker. You put a lot of effort into it, and maybe it's because you've learned a lot of lessons and blessings, and it's your mother who was a single parent. She was a single parent. I don't know where dad is. And the only reason I get that is because of how hard working collective you are. Not saying that with two parents you couldn't be that, but all that I got with this, and if you look at the mom, she's there with two kids. It's mom, two kids. I don't see a dad. So that's why I thought of single parent. Okay, and that could be something in your lineage. Maybe the men weren't doing the right thing. You know, maybe they weren't sticking around. Maybe they weren't doing right by the women in your lineage. Okay. You've got a burst of energy, some fire to do exactly what that job is. I'm so sorry. Wands, you got fire. That's Aries, Leo, Aquarius, followed by 10 of Swords. That sword, where that's air, that's Libra, Gemini. 10 of Swords, destruction, failure, make a break, end relationship, breakdown, stop suffering. Time to let go, bankruptcy. Loss and bankruptcy. So it's money issues. Okay. Let's see what else we can get here. Spirit, more for the collective. Holy Spirit, more for the collective. Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. See the old lady out there, and I always look at that as a child. So again, I'm going to say it. Someone in the collective, you may have been raised by a single parent. More than likely, it is a mother, and you guys struggled. Okay, she struggled with you. But you got to where you had to go. It showed us as we started off from the door what it is in that old house that you lived in. It was an old house that you guys had to transition out of. It wasn't some place that mom wanted to raise you guys. Coming into this reading, you came in, collective, as a Four of Pentacles. Okay, hardworking. Also, too, on that card, it says inheritance. Inheritance that you've been working on for a while. Okay. Basically, what I see about this is we had a family in that lineage. They had a spirit of lack, not having enough. Okay. And that's in a lot of families. But with you, the collective, it comes out. You're a hard worker. You've put a lot of energy behind it. This King of Swords in reverse. That's dad. That is dad. I am so sorry. Look, we come into it, collective. You're Four of Pentacles, right? You're stable, you're doing good, you're working on your spiritual inheritance. You're moving forward, you got a purpose. You've been working on this for a long time, and it might be nice, to have some help. You got a Tower, there's your help. And came out right after that was that King of Swords in reverse. Okay, that was somebody that was cruel, manipulative. Right behind that was the Fool, the King of Swords acting a fool. So let's wrap this up and put it into perspective. That house that they're talking about, that's the house that maybe your mother, whoever in the collective, I don't know if you got siblings, that has not, no, you do. Yep, at least one. There you guys are. That house you grew up and you scuffled and you struggled when this person, that King of Swords in reverse, left. I don't know if I don't know what happened, but that Fool card in reverse tells me a lot of what could have happened, Pops. So, mom, as moms are, and not all moms, was a strong woman with a strong backbone. She made sure that you got to where you had to go, to where you've broken that cycle and that curse of lack. No more lack. Okay, that's what you did for your lineage. So, people going forward, your family going forward, the generations after you, they're going to see your work ethic. They're going to see what you did to make sure that everybody was okay. Generations going forward. And they're going to appreciate you. Okay. I'm doing star seed for your angelic messages. We're talking about ancestors. But this says, let God in. Let God in. Whoever needs that, you know why you need to let God in. Okay. Fall into my arms, surrender. Surrender, holding the opposites, extreme of life. All right. So I guess basically they're telling you to surrender, let go and let God, right? Keep doing what you're doing. Let the ancestors guide you. Make sure to honor them, because without them, where would we be? We need them. This was a specific message. I think it was good. We always have dreams about, some of us, childhood homes. As a child, I used to have a lot of dreams, and they would take place in the home that I was in, and they really didn't make sense. Sometimes I couldn't get up from them, but I was always a vivid dreamer. And it's good when you can kind of reflect and account for that dream and actually decipher what it meant. And I hope that today maybe this did help someone. I always enjoy spending time with you guys. I love how the channel is building and your support and us going forward. I'm going to hang in there. I hope you hang in there too. I love you guys. Thank you for your support, and I will see you soon.